Okay, I think we're live. So, that was quiet for a minute. But anyways, yesterday I was talking about, having Bitcoin close about 70 grand, and we had a bit of a dump. I think earlier on, or probably like later on before the end of the close of the day. But we go all the way down to, if I just switch to maybe a lower time frame, and go, let me go to the 1 hour, and yeah, you can see right here we had, how many percent is this? This is about 3%. Let me do that again. Yeah, maybe about 3%, but we dropped about 2,000 because we're about 69, and we go all the way down to about, I think, we go all the way down to 67. But right now we're trading at 68,600. So that's good. And if we look at the weekly right now, I think we closed a green candle, but right now it's looking like it's a red candle right now. So, and the most important part of the stuff is we have the ETFs. We're gonna have the inflows coming in on Monday when you have the stock market in the U.S. opening at about 8 a.m. So um, there's going to be a lot of inflows and stuff. So the fact that we already have the wick down is something I really like, to be honest, because I kind of didn't expect it to go lower than this for the week, because I feel we already had the mini dump which happened before the close of the candle. So I feel if we start the day and you actually get the trading opening in the US at about 8 a.m., there's going to be a lot of inflows from the ETFs, and I expect this to be a lot higher, to be honest. But something I still want to talk about is the fact that even on the daily, if you can notice, we haven't closed above 70,000, and it's something that I'll say it's kind of worrying because we always close, like, the body of the candle never closes above 70,000. We can get a high, like you get the wicks up to like 70 grand, and I think the highest was 70,300, but we never really get the candle close for the day above 70,000. So that's going to be really significant, like when we actually close a daily candle above 70,000. It's something I'm really, like, I'm hoping it happens probably sometime this week, to be honest. I'd say probably Monday or Tuesday. That's if we stay at this levels, because we're really the dump didn't really last that long, to be honest. It was bought back quite aggressively, and it's already about maybe like 4% to the upside already. So if you open it, if you had a good long at about that point, I'd say anything over like a 10x, that would be like really good profits right now. So just looking forward to the start of the trading day, and let's see what actually happens when we have the inflows from the ETFs, and let's see the price action. Like, let's see on the monthly, because I really do love like these higher time frames. That's when you get to see the trends and you get to see like what's going on. So we've had one, two, three, four, five, six. We've had seven green candles for the month. So that's a clear reversal. So if anyone was in doubt already, like, this is a confirmation. I doubt anyone would still be in doubt at this point after we've broken like all-time highs, and we're comfortably sitting at about 68,000, and there's a clear uptrend in the markets. And I expect it to go a lot higher, because just with the inflows from the ETFs and the fact that you have the halving, like I talked about, yesterday also. It's those are like really good catalysts for the market to really go up. Another like altcoin I'm really keeping an eye on is BNB, and it has been going parabolic. I think since when I talked about it yesterday. Let's see, what was the price yesterday when I talked about it? Oh, was it, I think. Let's go. Let's go to the hourly candles. Zoom out a bit. So probably I'd say, but it was definitely around about 490 thereabouts. So it's probably been maybe about I don't want to say 10% gain because that seems crazy. But I'll probably confirm on like the Binance app. But still, BNB is something. It's still one of those old coins like I have my eyes on because, like I said before, they have the launch pad for this new project that's gonna launch. I think in about 2 days. So the tokens are being locked up, and I think it's billions of BNB being locked up right now. So even when you had the mini dump for Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies, you notice there was really hardly any change in BNB. And wait, let's go over to Binance. So let's look at this BNB. So let's go to the 1 hour. Even on the 1 hour, it's this was it was around here we had the dump. And what was the low? It got as low as 505, and right now it's back to 523. And the high today was 537. So because the token is being locked up a lot, you really do not get a lot of movements, like volatile movements and stuff, even when you have bigger moves in other cryptocurrencies. Because right now, because you have the launchpad event, and a lot of these tokens right now are being staked, so they're not moving. And if we're gonna look at the money flow for BNB, you can see it's a positive money flow, like in the last 24 hours. And if you go down to the last 4 hours, probably yes, because of the sell-off. But look, it was aggressively bought back because I guess a lot of people, probably maybe opened longs or took, the incentive to sort of like stake their tokens and get BNB cheaper because you're going to be getting like extra tokens. So even in the 1 hour, yeah, look, 15 minutes, we're having a dump right now. So let's see. It's something I'd say for BNB, definitely keep an eye on. And let me see how long we have left for the token. That's going to be, oh, it's 1 day and about 19 hours, 30 minutes. So I would say I can still expect the price of BNB to go up, and especially if you have the price of Bitcoin breaking all-time highs. It's in the next 2 days, like within this time frame. BNB definitely out is something I would say I expect the price to go up, even if we've had like quote unquote like a 10% move in the last 24 hours. So let's look at Ethereum. For Ethereum though, we have I think Ethereum got really low. It got as low as, this is the 1 hour chart. It got as low as 3,778. So it got really low, and it was held by the 200 moving average in the 1 hour, and that was where you can see there was a clear stop. But still, like I say, for Ethereum, it's something like the most important thing I'm looking out for is actually the ETH BTC. Yes. So this is what I have my eye on. If this breaks point 0.06, that is when I started to take notice, because you can see we had a high of 0.058, and then you had the decline because, of course, as long as you have Bitcoin steadily increasing right now, there's going to be a lot of allocation to that asset, and you're going to have less of it in the other altcoins. But however, if you have Bitcoin, like, when it stalls or when it goes sideways, definitely you're going to have a lot more reallocation of assets into this other altcoins. That's where you're going to have a lot of opportunities for. It's going to be quote unquote like old season. And let's look at Solana. It's, I don't know, what was the all-time high for Solana before, if I remember. I think I can get that on the info. Oh, it was 260. We're not far off it right now, are we? We're not really far off it. Okay, this, I get, you still have more news about staking BNB to N. There's all the tokens and stuff that I talked about. So, and I guess this was posted maybe 2 days ago. Before the gainers for today, it's a lot of 46 space. Oh, just 46. That's the highest we have for today so far. And what is this? What coin is this? Let's go. Let me go down to the info. You don't even have much on it. Let's look at the trading data and stuff. It's kind of a low volume right now. I want to see the actual volume for our 24-hour volume is about 215. That's a lot for 20. Not It's not really a lot, but it's sort of kind of like a lot. But for a small sized coin like this, it's something I'll be wary of, to be honest. It's something I'll probably just watch for the next couple of days and see how the volume looks. Because you really would not want to get into a trade that you have like really low liquidity. And this is Arbitrum. And on the daily, we can see that it's I think it's finding resistance right now on the 7-day moving average. And one thing I like about the 7-day moving average, because especially in a bull market, it's just what it is. It's just an average of the price over the last 7 days. So it sort of gives you that I want to say a compass, like a compass to where you have full like price movement, and where it's tended. You get what I'm trying to say. So I feel personally like, definitely in the bull market, it's something I always look out for. It's a very good indicator to always look out for, because you kind of get a bigger picture over the last 7 days. Just kind of like looking at the weekly chart, what I really like, and the monthly also, like you get just a broader time frame. It's not always, looking at the 1 minute chart of the 1 hour. I do like the 1 hour though because you can get more. You get a bigger picture of, or like more of a micro picture of what's happening. But trading the 1 hour is something that to me is it's kind of crazy because you get a lot of swings, but it depends on what you're trading most times. So for the losers, we have these are all some exotic coins. What's this? Oh, look at this candle. Like this is crazy. Yeah, that's an easy way to get liquidated. And I want to check the futures contract for Bitcoin and actually see what data we have on it for like open interest, and because I feel, to be honest, that little drop we had would definitely cause a lot of people to get liquidated and maybe cause people to get bearish and open more short positions. So you can see that the open interest for the last 12 hours, to be honest, it's kind of, I guess, evenly distributed because you have the periods where it's I don't think it's really been affected that much by this. What you have by the mini dump we had. So I expect a lot more. Okay, from yeah, this is. Oh, I guess now we have a little bit higher than yesterday though. So well, it makes a lot of sense because we had a bigger move today, even if it's to the downside. But for let's look at this for the longs versus the shorts. Yeah, it's heavily weighted towards the longs right now because that's what you get in a bull market. So, but however, you still have to be very careful though. And when you're opening like positions, it's always better to maintain a higher margin. So higher margin and always low leverage is the best way to go if you're going to use leverage at all. Or you could just buy spot or just trade spot. So yeah, the long to short ratio is really high. It's heavily weighted towards the longs right now. And this is the last 5 minutes. Even if we switch over to 1 day, yeah, we have a lot more longs. Doge. Let's see what's because this is always a crazy play because one tweet could just set this whole thing off. But right now, I think it's finding support on the 7 day moving average. So this might not be a bad place to actually open a trade for Doge. This spot right here, just the fact that it's finding support on the 7 day, the 7 day weekly, 7 day moving average, and you can see prior times. You only get to break structure a couple of times, but if you have a tight stop loss, you should probably be covered. The next one I want to check is Cardano. Oh, it's kind of sandwiched right now between the 21 moving average and the 7 day moving average. Still probably not a bad spot. I want to see the daily lows for today. It's 0.68. Let's see the trading data. You have really high open interest for Cardano. So like, well, I guess it still boils down to the same move we had yesterday. Oh, but well, right now you have a lot more longs. I was not expecting that. Yeah, you see, it's about 86% longs to six to about 13.36% shorts. So 6.49 long to short ratio. That's really high. I'll be on the lookout for Cardano, to be honest. But I guess a lot of people are expecting it to pop off because I don't think it has had a crazy move yet. What's the highs of what's the highs of Cardano? Let's see. Oh, $3. Oh, we are way off. We are way off. So I guess it makes a lot of sense for people to want to speculate and expect the price to go back to previous all-time highs at least. So it makes a lot of sense for maybe a lot of people starting to stack their bags. And I want to check the actual spot data for Cardano. Let's see. Let's look at the money flow. So it's really large inflows. Let's look at the volume first, the 24-hour volume. Twenty-four hour volume is about over 100 million. That's not bad. But what's the market cap though of Cardano, if I can remember? Oh, it's about 25.3 billion. In the last in the last 15 minutes, it's I guess in the last 30 minutes there was a lot of sell-off. But still, I guess people are expecting Cardano since I guess the previous all-time highs was about over $3. So it's right now it's about 71 cents. So it makes a lot of sense for people to want to speculate and expect the price to go back to at least the previous highs. Oh, let's look at BNB against Bitcoin. It's really it really popped off because wait, so I guess the launch pads you can this is still another play I might be thinking about because if you're trying to maybe accumulate more Bitcoin and you could probably maybe stack up on BNB before you have the launchpad events and just convert back to Bitcoin after because I don't know, I'll probably need to watch it next time and see if there's a clear trend because I never really thought about the growth in terms of like Bitcoin for BNB. Like when you have the launch event, when you have the launchpad stuff going on. So another stuff I want to look at is let's look at the new listings for oh yeah, like this I've been looking at this meme coin for a while. Just this is crazy. Like this is what I'm talking about. Like with a lot of this stuff, the wicks are really these are like really destructive wicks that could do they have futures contract for the stuff? Knowing Binance, to be honest, I'm pretty sure they would. I'm pretty sure they would. Let's see. Oh yeah, they do. They do. So it's something. It's something you probably have to be very careful when you do because of those destructive wicks that you have. But anyways, guys, this is gonna be like a very short stream because I kind of have an early day today, and like I tried to do this earlier, but it wasn't really possible. So, but it's something I'm gonna be doing every day, and I'm definitely gonna have a set time, and I'm gonna have probably like longer streams and yeah. So, but for now, this is gonna be the end of this stream, and I'll catch you again tomorrow in about 24 hours, I guess. So, take care, guys, and be very careful if you're going to trade the markets, especially if you're trading meme coins like you saw those crazy wicks. And let's wait. I really want to know how the ETF inflows and stuff is going to be like when we have the open of the markets in the morning. So I might probably live stream. I don't know yet. Probably I'm thinking about it just to look at the inflows and stuff and look at what the market is going to open to, like how crazy the opening and stuff is going to be. Because I think I read something, and when you're looking at the data and stuff for the ETF inflows, you always there's sort of a pattern where Mondays are usually the days where we have a lot of inflows and stuff. So yeah, I want to look out for that and see if it's actually something that holds and see if it actually happens. Okay, guys. Good night. Take care.